Former Crime Intelligence boss Richard Mdluli was a no-show for his fraud, corruption and theft case relating to the slush fund. He actually cited ill health and submitted a medical certificate to the judge today. They could not cite the condition, citing patient-doctor confidentiality. But joining me now is ID Sindisiwe Twala, who's actually going to elaborate a bit further on what transpired in court today. Thank you so much for your time, Sindisiwe. If you can just tell us what happened today in court.
So essentially what happened today is that the matter was supposed to sit for pre-trial, but we were told today that one of the accused number one, wasn't able to come for medical reasons which we're not privy to, just the presiding officer is. But what we can say, or what we're happy about, is that a definitive date has now been given. All the accused have been released or have their bail extended. What we can also say is that the matter is going to return on the 19th of February for a pre-trial conference. All of the accused need not attend. However, it's going to be held in open court, and then all of the accused are expected to return on the 4th of March, where the presiding judge will then decide further what will happen.
And the case has been dragging for, I think it's 9 years, and it's one of those that come from the state capture as well. I'm sure you guys have an appetite to sort of conclude this matter amicably. How does it feel that it's now being postponed once again?
So we expected it, that any court process does take a bit of time, but we must say that immediately after the investigating director took up office in 2019, some of those cases that have been dragging, that do pertain to state capture or looting of any form that involves the state or people in high office, have been prioritized. This case was taken over from IPID. Working hand in hand with us. Some of the investigators are loaned to the idea and working hand in hand with us to expedite this matter. We must also say that when we took up this case, it's no secret that the investigating team was quite frustrated, the one that have been working on this case for the 10 years that you've mentioned. It had been stalled, but we're happy now that we have a team that has an appetite to make sure that this case is prosecuted and prosecuted thoroughly.
And the accused number one could not make it in the past 2 appearances. How sure are you that he will make it in court, since he's serving a 5-year sentence for an unrelated matter?
So that is not for us to say or for us to decide. We as the prosecuting team are bringing the case before court. We as the prosecuting are requesting that the accused number one, Richard Mdluli, be brought to court. So if the accused number one has medical reasons, it's stuff beyond our control. But if it's a disobedience of any other kind, then we'll bring it to the judge's attention to make a definitive sanction, or to show that anybody requested to come before court needs to come before court. But we're just happy that the matter has been given another definitive date, and we're moving swiftly along to make sure that the matter is prosecuted and prosecuted thoroughly. Advocate Heine Barnard has been saying that cases like this one, including the one in KZN that is sitting today, the Pandey matter, are prioritized, are expedited, and we make sure that they are prosecuted vigorously.
Thank you so much. That was Sindisiwe Twala of the Investigative Directorate, actually saying that cases such as this one, emanating from state capture, are being prioritized and are being expedited just so that they can be completed. As you can remember, this case has been running for the past 9 years or so. So she's saying that even the investigators are frustrated, but now that the wheels of justice seem to be turning. And with that, it's back to studio.